Dinamo Zagreb menewaskan Chelsea 1-0. Itu adalah perlawanan ke-100 Thomas Tuchel mengemudikan Chelsea, tetapi juga perlawanan terakhir Thomas Tuchel bersama Chelsea. Kerana selepas perlawanan itu, Thomas Tuchel dipecat. Dalam satu berita yang jujur, ini bukan hyperbole, ini bukan aku nak exaggerate, tak. Satu keputusan yang betul-betul mengejutkan dunia bola sepak. Selalunya, when a manager is about to get sacked, kau dah boleh bau benda tu on social media, on artikel-artikel yang akan ditulis oleh UK-based journalist. Tapi kali ini tak ada siapa tulis apa. No one wrote anything, no one expected anything. And first time, berita tu kita tahu bukan melalui jurnalis tetapi directly from the club itself. Chelsea post dekat diorang punya official website, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and boom, meletup satu dunia bola sepak. Rim, when you first saw that decision, what ran through your mind?
I was like you, memang betul-betul terkejut. I was like, where did this come from? Because at that time, you know, I wasn't thinking about any issues that they were having. I wasn't even thinking about their results because it wasn't that bad. I mean, okay, yes, it's maybe a slow start. Tapi I feel a lot of teams are also having slow starts, right? Like, aside from Arsenal, who have finally lost their game. Tapi yeah, so I was like, mana ni? Where is this coming from? So, of course, I did my research. I was starting to read things. And apparently, it wasn't a performance-based decision. So, Todd Bowley has, you know, never had a good relationship with Thomas Tuchel, apparently. He didn't reply his messages. Did you hear about that? Yeah. His WhatsApp messages. And, okay, fair enough. You're a new owner of the club. You want to bring in your manager. And apparently, I think, Farid, we were talking about this just now as well, about how his divorce, his personal life, his divorce might have affected his mood around the dressing room because he is somehow lost the spark and somehow his relationship with the players are not the same anymore, which happened in the summer again. And then that was when, you know, they lost to Arsenal and then he lost his cool. So I think that's how it all started and then it just got bigger. So I think the issue is not about the performances or even that result, but you know, it is so much deeper. But also, people are saying maybe the new owners are just as ruthless as Roman was, Abramovich. But I think looking at their track record, because they run LA Dodgers, don't they? So I think when they first took over that club and the first manager that they brought in, the guy was there and probably is still there. He's been there for 7 years anyway. And then they just gave him another 3-year extension. So I think this decision was based on, okay, I like what I see Graham Potter's doing. You know, they're probably stats people. They've seen his numbers. And they are planning this for the long term. So I don't think it's going to be macam sack. You know, it's not going to be the traditional Chelsea.
Bukan Roman style lah.
Bukan, even though it seems that way now because it started like this, tapi I rasa maybe they're in for a different type of direction, going for a different direction.
Apa yang Rin cakap tadi tu, Farid, yang berkataan diorang ni percaya kat data and stats. And memang kalau kau tengok laporan daripada The Athletic tentang behind the scenes punya reasons di sebalik pemecatan ni, diorang banyak kedua-dua owner Chelsea termasuk Todd Bowley dengan dia ada seorang lagi partner tu kan.
Konsortium dia tu.
Mereka memang memilih untuk menggunakan data dan statistik dalam majority business ventures diorang, terutamanya dalam sukan. Dan dikatakan ada sedikit clash dengan Thomas Tuchel dari segi approach tu. And bila aku tengok berita mereka pecat Thomas Tuchel ni, dalam kepala otak aku macam ni je tau. On one hand, aku rasa keputusan tu adalah keputusan yang bodoh. Sebab kau sack seorang jurulatih yang luar biasa. So on one hand, aku rasa Todd Bowley dan konsortium tu macam bodoh untuk pecat Thomas Tuchel. Tapi on the other hand, aku rasa, korang ni genius pula appoint Graham Potter. Sebab kalau kau sack Thomas Tuchel, lepas tu kau pergi cari nama-nama yang pelik-pelik dekat luar negara yang ataupun kau pergi sign seorang lagi manager yang tak masuk akal, then okay, confirm korang ni memang bodoh lah, tak ada football reasoning, tak ada football background. Tapi bila kau sack Tuchel and then kemudiannya kau ganti dia dengan Graham Potter, tiba-tiba aku rasa macam macam ada benda je, macam there's something smart yang tengah berlaku kat Chelsea je.
Dia macam ni lah. First kali kita kena faham siapa tu Todd Bowley. The first thing yang kita akan faham tentang Todd Bowley ni, dia ialah seorang investor. Seorang investor, dia mesti nak ROI dia balik. Aku tanya kau sekarang, Scott Parker dah ada berganti ke belum?
Scott apa?
Scott Parker. Kat Bournemouth dah ada berganti belum?
Belum.
Berapa lama masa yang dia ambil untuk sack Tuchel and appoint Graham Potter?
Sehari?
Less than 48 hours. Berapa lama pula masa yang dia ambil untuk sack Tuchel? 10 minutes. Aku dengar 10 minutes lah sebab aku dengar pagi tu Thomas Tuchel was supposed to go to the training ground and do sedikit post-mortem sama player.
Tiba-tiba dapat Zoom call
Tiba-tiba dapat Zoom call. Aku macam, ruthless juga. Tapi ya, betul. Todd Boehly ni ialah seorang investor. And kau tengok semua investment dia adalah investment dia sebenarnya yang mendatangkan duit buat dia dan juga konsortium dia. Bukan takat LA Rogers, LA Lakers pun ada pegang sikit. And beberapa media lain dekat UK pun ada pegang sikit. So, duit di-generate dari situ. And konsortium-konsortium itu juga antara kawan-kawan yang dia dah buat duit untuk diorang dulu tau. So, kawan-kawan diorang ni percaya kat Todd Boehly ni untuk generate duit lagi. So, diorang willing to bagi diorang duit. And another reason issue yang aku rasa sebenarnya berkenaan dengan Thomas Tuchel dengan versus Todd Boehly ni kan ialah Ronaldo. Betul tak? Okey. Macam aku cakap tadi, Todd Boehly ialah seorang investor. Kau ingat tak season yang Ronaldo first kali datang pergi Juventus? Berapa price tag dia?
100 juta.
Berapa lama masa yang Juventus ambil untuk generate balik the same amount of money? Seminggu daripada shirt sale sahaja. Dia nampak benda tu. Pada aku, dia macam ni tau. Ronaldo ada something yang Todd Boehly nak. The pulling factor. Aku boleh jual jersey kau, aku boleh jual muka kau. Nak pula sekarang sponsorship Nike, Ronaldo Nike. And Chelsea juga ada sesuatu yang Ronaldo nak. Champions League football. And malangnya, idea tu tak disenangi oleh Tuchel. And diorang pun dah cakap ni, Tuchel ni memang dah tak bergaul dengan orang sangat dekat klub tu tau. So, daripada point of view Boehly ni, dia dah cakap dah, aku dah tak boleh sehaluan dah dengan Mamat ni. Ditambah pula dengan kekalahan, put performance aside lah, tapi kekalahan dengan duit, macam tadi komentari cakap tadi kan, Chelsea's 282 million pound demolished just like that. Jumlah yang besar tau sebenarnya. And still, striker kau Aubameyang. So, situ ada problem.
Aku banyak sebenarnya pandangan pasal Todd Boehly dengan Chelsea, tapi dia akan mengambil masa 1-2 hari lah kalau nak borak benda tu lah. Tapi sekarang ni, the thing is, it's done. Tuchel dah kena pecat, Chelsea dah move on, Graham Potter dah masuk. Apa yang boleh kita expect daripada Graham Potter at Chelsea? Because Rim, and this is one final question untuk bab Chelsea. Before this, Graham Potter, all his clubs, he was in clubs yang semakin lama semakin besar, tetapi dia ada total control dari segi pembinaan squad, dari segi dia boleh manage semua characters dalam dressing room. But now, dia akan masuk ke dalam dressing room yang ada so many different characters. Pemain-pemain yang nak mengejar minit permainan so that they can play the World Cup. You've got strikers yang ada ego besar sikit macam Aubameyang, ada midfielder yang ego besar sikit, ada characters besar at defense, Thiago Silva, Koulibaly. Diorang ni semua dah menang more things and achieve bigger things than Graham Potter has ever done in his career. So, how do you think that will play out at Chelsea?
That would be quite interesting, kan? But like you said, he has, with the resources he had at Brighton, he has brought the club so far. And now it's the opposite, right? At Chelsea, he's got all the money in the world. Tapi I saw this post on Instagram, a recent interview he did with Sky, that he has a master's in man management, right? Like probably the only manager to have that. So that is already a big plus on his side when you ask about how is he going to manage all these big egos. He's got that leadership credibility, qualification, and certificate, right? So he, with all that experience, I'm sure he will know how to manage these big names. But yeah, I still have big question marks about how far he can take Chelsea, or if Chelsea will give him that time. Because yes, I know I did mention with Todd Boehly's record, at Dodgers, he gave, the guy has been there for 7 years, got 3 years extension. Hopefully that will be awarded to Potter because he needs to build his squad from scratch. And you mentioned about the scouting that they do at Brighton. I heard that he wants to bring the guy over because at the moment Chelsea doesn't have a sporting director, right? Betul. It's Todd Boehly who's the sporting director. So, maybe when all these things come into play, things will go smoothly, but he needs the time. So hopefully Chelsea will invest in him as he will invest in the club.
Kau rasa, Farid? Graham Potter kat
Aku
Chelsea
berharap
short and sweet bagi kau.
Aku berharap Graham Potter buat stability lah kepada skuad Chelsea ni. And aku berharap yang Todd Boehly ni bukan buat masuk Graham Potter sebab dia boleh recruit player and jual at the big price. Aku berharap itu bukanlah.
Yeah.
Aku tak nak lagi satu lagi club jadi business club. Aku tak nak lagi Todd Boehly ni jadi Woodward. Always on the financial side of things. Tak nak.
Aku rasa cabaran terbesar untuk Graham Potter adalah bagaimana dia nak manage semua big egos dalam dressing room Chelsea yang akan pandang dia dan mungkin melihat dia sebagai kau belum pernah menang apa-apa. Kami dah menang Champions League, macam Thiago Silva dah menang macam-macam dah. Kami dah pernah main kat World Cup. So, nak lawan, nak menangani big ego tu aku rasa adalah cabaran terbesar untuk Graham Potter.